services for Jimmy Merritt, age 74, of Tony, Alabama, were at 3 p.m. yesterday at Moss Service Funeral Home Chapel. Mr. Merritt passed away Saturday at Huntsville Hospital. Funeral services for Billy Berry, age 79, of Cullman, are incomplete and will be announced at a later time by Moss Service Funeral Home. Mr. Berry passed away yesterday. Funeral services for Betty Jo Thornton, age 83, of Vinemont, will be at 11 a.m. today at St. Paul's Lutheran Church. The Reverend John Busman officiating, interment in Ebenezer Cemetery in Vinemont. The body will lie in state from 10 to 11 at the church. Cullman Heritage is directing. Miss Thornton passed away on Sunday. And those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Good morning and welcome to Today on 2. Today is Tuesday the 29th. I am your host, Daniel Bussey, and the lovely co-host, Jacqueline Schindel.
Thank you, Daniel. You know, a lot of people don't ever know my name. They just say I'm the TV lady.
The TV lady?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
That's better than Hey You.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's true.
It could be worse.
But people don't always know me by name, but, you know, they've seen me on TV, so they call me the TV lady.
Well, that works.
Yeah. So now you're going to be the TV guy.
TV guy. I'm okay with that. I'm definitely okay with that.
Yeah.
It is really drizzly, real icky this morning. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the weather's supposed to be like for today. Our weather for today is brought to you by Mitch Miss Chevrolet, located on Cherokee Avenue. Make the switch to Mitch. Let's look at our weather almanac for the 29th of January. The average high 54 degrees and the average low 29 degrees. The record high in the state in 1975 was 75 degrees and the record low was 7 degrees. 70 degrees difference, almost.
Wow.
And that was set in 1977. The sunset will be today at 5:15 and tomorrow the sunrise will be at 6:45. Let's take a look at our satellite picture for the United States. Ooh, there is some activity.
It's coming. It's coming.
Luckily, as of right now, or when the satellite picture was, it's not in our area, but it is coming this direction, so be prepared. Let's take a look at the forecast for today. The forecast for today will be cloudy and windy with only a 20% chance for rain with a high near 71. But tonight, cloudy and very windy with a 100% chance of showers and thunderstorms with some severe and heavy rainfall with a low of 61. So it's going to be okay today, but tonight it's going to be a little bad. So just look out for that. Tomorrow, same thing with a 100% chance of showers and severe thunderstorms with temperatures falling to 47 by 5 p.m. Thursday with a high near 48, 41 on Friday, 51 on Saturday, and on Sunday 52. So it's going to fluctuate a little bit towards the end of the week.
It's going to feel like the bottom fell out.
Yes.
You know, it's going to be doing this kind of number. So yeah, don't know how to. You go to dress tomorrow, and it'll be warm, cool, casual clothes, and then by the evening you're going to have that winter coat. So
I've heard a lot of friends say that it's like the good weather time to like go outside and walk and kind of get back into shape, and they won't be able to do that.
No,
tomorrow.
No, no, definitely not.
Bad, so.
Yeah. And I understand you went to Nashville this weekend.
I did go to Nashville. It's very rarely do I get to go to Nashville because normally I go to Atlanta. But I actually went to Nashville on a whim, and I got a phone call that said, "What are you doing Friday?" And I said, "Well, not anything really." And they said, "Well, you're going to Nashville with me." And I said, "Okay."
Good.
So we make the trip to Nashville, get there, and we wound up at a recording studio.
Okay, just wound up there.
Just wound up. Who winds up,
Just
who winds
ended
up
up there.
here? So we sat there for a little bit, and I look over in the corner, and on top of one of the speakers, so you can hear the singer that's singing, there is this trophy that's sitting there, and I didn't pay that much attention to it. I just was kind of paying attention to all the talent that was around. And I look over it, I look a little bit closer, and there is a Grammy.
Wow.
A Grammy Award that is sitting on this speaker, and I had been sitting with this thing for 3 hours and hadn't known what it was.
Right.
And so I found out it was the recording studio, the engineer. He had won it. I forgot how, like in 2010.
Oh,
and
wow.
There was a funny story behind it, but
yeah.
But another thing that happened was we were sitting in the studio, and there was musicians in and out all day because they had to layer the different instruments on top of each other. And this girl walks in, and you can just tell by looking at somebody if they're somebody. And she walks in. And she puts her instruments down, and she goes and gets prepared for the show. And somebody's like, "Did you see her? Did you see her?" And I said, "Well, I talked to her." And they said, "She's from the show Nashville."
Oh, wow.
I don't know who her name was, but I got to meet somebody from Nashville, from the show Nashville. So
now next time you're going to be watching that.
yeah, I'll go watch it.
Yeah.
I saw you.
Yeah, that's so exciting.
So it was a really fun Friday. Really random, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Who gets to sit in the room with a Grammy for a little bit?
I know. Isn't that cool? That's really cool. That's good.
So,
well, I'm glad you had a good time then and enjoyed it.
It was fun.
Yeah. Do we have a Facebook friend today, I wonder?
Let's see. We do. Our Facebook friend on this Tuesday is Sandy Harris, and Sandy likes Fox News and traveling. I like travel. I like traveling to Nashville, meet people I don't really know. And if you want to be our Facebook friend of the day, just find us on Facebook. That Facebook name is Channel 2, spell out the word 2, Cullman. Just go on there and friend us on Facebook, and you'll be one of our Facebook friends of the day eventually.
Yeah, that's right. We'll put you up there.
Yep. So we have the perfect guest for the coming days.
I think so too. I think so too.
Who's going to be here?
Phyllis Little is here with EMA. She's the director there. And what better day to have her than the day before a major weather event? Is that a good way to put that? Because who knows what it's going to be like. Although Phyllis said, you know what, really today wasn't such a great day because she had to get up really early to be here. And then she may be staying up really late tonight because of everything. So, but we're going to visit with her about weather conditions and just different things for being prepared.
Good guest for today. George Spears is here with news and commentary, and we'll have merchant ads just right after these commercial words.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Westminster Assisted Living.
It's like five-star hotel service.
There's a full-service beauty salon, barbershop, library, and activity rooms, private dining room for personal and family entertaining, and a skylit two-story atrium conversation area. Westminster Assisted Living also has a memory support care unit for residents with Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia. Westminster Assisted Living. Come live with us.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Your thoughts with us this morning, give us a call. There's our number. Don't forget, we're streaming live, channel2cullman.com. Well, I think it was Mark Twain once said, a reputation is something only a rich man can afford. Well, I don't know about that, but when it comes to logos and the way that you are known as far as a ball team, whether it be West Point, Holly Pond, Cullman, I guess something counts, and it's like about worth almost $19,000. They're going to redesign the logo for the Cullman Bearcat. It's got a different looking Bearcat. They got a logo with it. So I guess we could say the city system is much in better shape physically, rather financially, than is the county system. And of course they have added revenue that they're spending toward that. So at any rate, they're going to be redesigning their logo. Stand by to see when that comes out. East and West Elementary Schools are finalists for the State Reading Award. Those folks there, East and West Elementary Schools, both in the running for the prestigious Exemplary Reading Award for the state of Alabama. And maybe they'll be able to make that. Reading is a good thing. And of course nowadays it's so easy to sit here and do this, when it comes to reading and watching and such as that. And I was looking, we were in Nashville last weekend, and I was looking for a good Barnes & Noble bookstore in Opry Mills. And, I couldn't find the first bookstore, not even a Barnes & Noble, anywhere in any of those malls up there. I know we got was there one? Yeah. Everyone's doing the Nooks and the Kindle, electronic reading devices, I guess. It's more of a call for that than there happens to be for a hard copy book. But I like a hard copy, when it comes to reading and such. It's kind of aggravating to try to hold an iPad there, while you're trying to read in bed. Of course, I don't know that it's any easier with a book, but at any rate. The Morgan County Sheriff, Anna Franklin, going on record saying that even though she does not like the idea of enforcing gun control, that she's not making any pledges. Of course, the Madison County Sheriff said he will not enforce those he considers to be unconstitutional. Again, still no word from our Cullman County Sheriff as to how he plans to go about this issue. And ultimately, of course, when they start going to the courts and everything else, sometimes you don't have a choice. You'll have to go along with some things. Not that we like it, mind you. But at any rate, some of these new things that you've got on your laptops, that you've got on your cell phones, these applications that warn you of bad weather. The Baronet was one back last year. Dennis and I tried out, and I didn't have any luck with it because of the thing, I don't know, you have to put in your address, and anything that's coming even near you, supposedly, is supposed to warn you, but a lot of folks are still having trouble with that. But now you've got, apparently, a new application called Nixle, N-I-X-L-E, and you can get it at Nixle.com, supposedly will give you the warnings and such as that, and anything that child kidnappings and such. But I went on the site to see what they were showing for Cullman, and the only thing on Nixle that had anything to do with Cullman was a couple of bolos, be on the lookout, and another notice that was sent about 2 or 3 months ago. So it's still not headed our way. I asked our upcoming guest here, EMA Director Phyllis Little, the one that maybe they have best luck with, and right now WeatherBug is the best one. It seems to be consistent. So for those of you who have smartphones or have a computer at home, WeatherBug, I'm sure if you Google that you can find it, but that's what Dan Satterfield was talking about 3 or 4 years ago, maybe it's been. But he seems to think, or rather our EMA director seems to think that is the best way to go as far as those that are doing their thing and doing it right. Well, Marshall County is considering, at the request of their superintendent of education, to put a $25 tag fee. Does that ring a bell? Ours was $5, and you would have thought the end of the world was here when we were trying to fund a jail back years ago. They want to put a $25 tag fee on so they can pay for the salary of a deputy to be in schools, and they've got several schools, of course, right? And so I guess it would be rather expensive. Senator Jeff Sessions says that this thing of clemency or amnesty for illegal aliens is not going to work. He says that the president's not enforcing the laws that are on the books now. He claims that it will mean an incredible expansion of food stamps, public housing, Medicaid, if you just give blanket amnesty. And he says the administration has defied already 3 different attempts for an oversight committee to do their job, so they are going to cut back on some of this fraud and some of this abuse and such. And finally, in England, what's going on over there? I mean, they just don't have nursing homes. They've got one in Essex that provides special visits. Special visits. Prostitutes show up, they put a red sock on the door, and they check on them every 15 minutes. What are we doing wrong? All right. Stay tuned. More today on 2 after this.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
20 years ago, it was a different breed of men who came west. They were looking for adventure and excitement. There was plenty of adventure to go around, and lots of excitement. At first, it was the Indians who provided the adventure. And for those who lived to tell about it, there was no question about its being exciting.
Mr. Curtin, Mr. Knotts. Well, what are you doing hiding there behind the table?
Listen, nobody told me I had to share a dressing room.
Didn't they tell you about her?
Her?
What's the matter, sweetie? You don't like chorus girls?
And we're back with our merchant ad segment of our show. So let's take a look at our let's take a look at the prizes that we have for today. We have the assorted bag of apples from Still Orchard there on County Road 1141. And we also have 2 cupcakes from Frosting's Bakery. It's in the market plots. They actually started selling chicken salad sandwiches at Frosting's Bakery.
Okay.
They are delicious.
Oh, good. I'll have to stop by there sometime.
Delicious. So let's take a look at our merchant ads right now, and let's see who we're going to start with for today. We were going to start with Renard's Gallery and Gift, where they do jewelry, framing, and prints. That is Renard's Gallery and Gifts on 1st Avenue Southeast. Visit them on the web, renardsgallery.com.
And Cullman Wellness and Aquatic Center, a variety of aerobic and cycling classes, indoor leisure pool, indoor rubberized walking track, whirlpool spa, full fitness center complete with weights and everything.
And AutoTac, foreign and domestic repair and service. Go see David Methvin. New location at 1945 County Road 1354. That is beside the Ridgemont Community Church.
And Dairy Queen, featuring all kinds of great sweet deals. You can check out any 4 of these products and buy them for just $5.55.
And Hansel Guns and Ammo, where they have lower prices on guns, ammo, and reloading supplies. And they have January specials on the M&P 15 and the Judge. This is on the corner of Huntsville City Council.
And Night Free Insurance Agency, providing insurance coverage for over 3 generations, located there at 410 1st Avenue Southeast, one of the top 10 growth agencies in the state of Alabama for auto owners.
And Mullins Body Shop, where you've counted on them for over 50 years, and you can count on them today. Call Sunny, Stacy, Beth, or Jim at Mullins Body Shop for all your towing and body shop repairs.
Baldwin Counseling Center, if you're having problems and you want some privacy, you want to talk to somebody about it. Dr. Howard Rogers is the guy to call, 256-737-3087.
And America's Propane Company. This is AmeriGas, where they have new customer specials on tank sets, installation, first-year tank rent is free, and they have special pricing on the first year of heating season.
and Borden Family Pharmacy right there at 3190 Highway 157 on the corner of Eva Road, providing immunizations including the flu, pneumonia, meningitis, shingles, and whooping cough.
And that is a look at our first set of our merchant ads. Our question for today is, which one of our merchants gives you a place to fulfill one of the most popular New Year's resolutions?
Very good.
It's one of the most popular New Year's resolutions. Our telephone number is 256-734-7399. Give us a phone call if you know the answer to our question. Remember, our prizes for today are the bag of apples from Still Orchard and the cupcakes from Fossing's Bakery.
And check out their new chicken salad sandwich while you're there and you're picking up those cupcakes.
They have two different kinds, and I had the one with the grapes and the walnuts.
Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot.
It was delicious.
I'm gonna have to go. You know, and I work right not too far from there. I'll have to zip on over there sometime.
Drive down there. I think they have some kind of combo you can get.
Okay, but then see, I'd be tempted to get a cupcake, and that would be bad
that
for
would
the diet.
Cancel out the salad portion.
Yeah,
of the chicken
I guess. But I might have to sacrifice and do it anyway.
Yeah. So if you have an answer for which one of our advertisers gives you a place for the New Year's resolution, should we give what the New Year's resolution might be?
Well, you can.
Maybe a little hint?
Yeah, you can if you want to.
Weight loss.
Yeah. You know, everybody thinks about the first of the year, okay, I'm going to get thinner and I'm going to do better. And how do you go about doing better?
Yeah. Where can you go?
Sometimes you need a little help, and so this would be a great place. Okay.
No phone calls for today. Let's go ahead and look at our next merchant ad segment right now. And Tires for Less is more than just tires. With oil changes, minor engine repairs, shocks, and brakes, go see Greg and the guys at Tires for Less, just past 157 on 2nd Avenue North.
And of course, the Allegria shoe is sold at Uniform Place, but they have all kinds of great uniforms in all different shapes and sizes and all different types of brands. So give them go by Uniform Place if you're looking for a uniform.
And Tutor Doctor wants you to make 2013 the best school year ever, where they have personalized one-on-one tutoring fit to your hours, your convenience, not theirs, but they do have qualified tutors for anything that you need.
And Earl's Body Shop, of course, does body repair on your automobile, but they also do towing for large and small, local or long distance. This is Earl's Body Shop on Highway 31 North in Cullman.
And inspire the heart with music, novels, MyAbo tablets, and gifts. Where can you do all this? At Yates Chance Christian Bookstore in the South Cullman Shopping Center for all of your Valentine's Day needs.
And People's Tires Brake and Alignment Center. Of course, today is Tuesday, so ladies get that tire rotation at half price. Go by there too, and if you can get an oil change, you can get all kinds of things done at People's Tires Brake and Alignment Center.
And antique-inspired heirloom jewelry set in genuine Swarovski crystals for your Valentine. And that's why you shop at Doug Doggett Jewelers, where they have the sale of Sorelli Sweetheart Jewelry.
And Deb's Bookstore, of course, is your hometown bookstore just down the road, where browsers are always welcome. Used books are half price off every day. New books are 20% off every day.
And Mr. Hicks Menswear wants to remind you they have 1/3 off regular sizes, big and tall, and they offer suits made to your measurements. They're on Compass Way Southwest, Cullman. And that's a look at our merchant ads for today. I think we have a couple of birthdays we need to announce for today on Tuesday, the 29th.
Looks like Teresa White's going to have a birthday, along with Braden Bressett, and their name will be put into the drawing on Friday, where they have that possibility of winning an 8x10 portrait for Baker Photography and an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen.
And stay tuned, we'll have a visit with Miss Phyllis Little right after these words.
In the nation, we can't make every annoying thing disappear, but we can eliminate deductibles. Nationwide insurance members who add vanishing deductible get $100 off for every year of safe driving. Join the nation where deductibles go.
Nationwide is on your side.
At 5 o'clock on the morning of August 19th, 1934, a transcontinental train journey began, which was to be unique in history. Its destination was the new escape-proof prison on the island of Alcatraz. And its passengers were 54 case-hardened and desperate criminals, headed by the gangster overlord whose deeds had given him the undisputed title of Public Enemy #1. Scarface Al Capone.
Selling cookies is about the big picture.
You have to have a goal.
A big goal. Something you and your team want to do in the world.
We choose
Where the money goes.
a trip, an adventure,
Helping people out. Helping a lot of people out.
and about the money.
We are responsible for it.
Handling it, managing it,
Tracking it.
doing great things with it.
This is business.
Girl business
The biggest girl-run business
in the world.
Did you think this was just about cookies?
And welcome back to Today on 2, where we're going to visit with Miss Phyllis Little, who's with the EMA. Good morning, Phyllis.
Good morning.
Welcome to the show, and I believe that you've got a lot of things to talk about, especially with tonight coming up.
Well, I just asked people to be weather alert tonight, especially. Overnight, during the wee hours of the morning, it looks like we're going to have some severe weather.
Because that's the hardest time to be prepared, is when you're asleep and you're very vulnerable.
Exactly, and people need to really be aware during the night. You can't see the storms coming.
So you need to have those weather radios on and things like that.
Exactly. Check the weather before you go to bed, kind of get an idea of what to expect, and have that half ear listening for that weather radio.
And have a plan as to where you're going to go and what you're going to do if it does happen.
Absolutely.
Right.
Everyone should have a plan. Everyone in the family should know what the plan is. Most people have a plan if you have a fire in your home, a meeting place outside. Well, you need a similar plan for severe weather.
And most of the times it's down in the basement, right?
Down in the basement, lowest level, central location in your home.
Right. Bring that mattress in if you think you need it. Put it over your head and hope and pray that you make it through it.
Exactly.
Right?
Most people have a bathroom or a closet to the central location. So, take those precautions before you go to bed tonight.
Right.
There is a possibility that we could have tornadoes ahead of the front as it moves through. But at the very least, we're looking at high wind gusts up to 70 miles an hour and sustained winds up to 30 miles an hour. So with the rain that we've already had, and we've had twice as much rain already in January as the norm, we've got saturated ground, and there is a big potential for downed trees this time.
Right, because that root system is not as good as it should be. And so, and I had heard this morning, straight line winds, that's going to be the major thing that you've got to be, and we've had those definitely here in Cullman. We know how detrimental they can be.
Absolutely, and at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if it's a tornado or if it's straight line winds.
Right.
Damage is damage, and it's going to it could happen.
Right. You also have a new little. Well, this is not brand new because they did it last year, didn't they?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
First Severe Weather Awareness Week is February 18th through the 22nd, and at midnight on the 22nd will begin the sales tax holiday for severe weather preparedness. So there's a long list of things that you can buy to put in your disaster kit at home that will be tax-free. And Cullman and the City of Cullman and Cullman County both participate in this, as well as the state of Alabama. So you can go on the Department of Revenue, State Department of Revenue's website. It will give you a list of things that will be tax-exempt, including a generator under $1,000, power cords, and batteries for radios, battery-operated radios, a lot of things like that, weather radios. So you can look at that list, and maybe between the 22nd and the 24th at midnight, Friday night at midnight and ending Sunday night at midnight, you can put together your disaster preparedness kit for home.
Save a little bit of money at the same time.
Absolutely.
It's a good way to remind people to go out and get that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. And this is the South, and we don't really have a season for severe weather. We just have severe weather.
It just happens.
All year long. Comes and goes.
And we're probably going to be about 20 degrees above normal temperatures today, and in January that's not a good thing.
No, it's not.
And temperatures will drop to down in the 30s, 40s after this front goes through.
Right. We had heard somebody had said possible snow or sleet or something coming in with this storm. Have you heard that?
I did hear that Sunday, but as of our briefing yesterday afternoon, they weren't talking about that. They had kind of taken that out of the equation.
Okay.
So hopefully we won't have another Friday with snow.
Right, definitely.
Or the threat of snow.
Right, So, but what are some things that people do need to do in order to get prepared? I mean, should they have, what kind of kit should they have? What should be in
You need things like a battery-operated radio, We've all had experiences where the power's been out, whether it be a winter storm or a spring type storm. Power's been out for an extended period of time. Well, when the power's out, you can't buy anything because people don't take credit cards and debit cards and things like that.
And
so you need a little cash, cash on hand, water, pet food, your medications, things like that. People just need to think, what have I got to have every day that I may need a little bit extra of? Peanut butter crackers, beanie weenies, things like that you don't have to heat to eat.
Right, yeah.
Just little things that you can put together year round and just kind of rotate those foodstuffs out.
Right, but it's nice to have maybe just one little container that has some of these things so you know where to go to get it, so you're not scrambling all over the house.
Right, you don't have to have a special container. One of those 5-gallon pickle buckets like you get at the grocery store with a snap-on lid, those make good things to drop all this stuff in. You need to know where your important papers are. If you don't have them already in a waterproof, weatherproof container, you might drop those in it during a time when you know it's going to be severe weather. That way you know where it's at.
Right, good idea. And then what kind of things do you have to do when all this happens at EMA?
Once a watch is issued for us, and we expect this to either be a tornado watch or a thunderstorm watch tonight, we will actually activate our office and be there until the event is over, whether it's 24 hours or 7 days. Doesn't really matter. We will be there 24 hours a day, and we will monitor the weather situation, monitor all of the alerts that are coming from the Weather Service office and any damage to our west in this storm so that we know kind of what to expect. We are in constant contact with the State of Alabama's EMA office and with the EMA offices that will be downstream from us and those that are upstream from us already getting the damage in storms.
Right. So tell us one more time when that tax-exempt weekend is going to take place.
The tax-exempt weekend will begin midnight Friday, February 22nd, and run through midnight Sunday, February 24th.
Okay. And they can go on what website to figure out exactly?
The Alabama Department of Revenue.
Okay.
And there's a long list of things that you might need.
Wonderful. All right. Thanks, Phyllis.
You're very
I know
welcome.
you're going to have a long day today, so thanks for being here this morning.
It'll be good.
It won't be as bad as you think.
I hope not.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
All right, we will have a look at our community announcements right after these commercials.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat. Now it's time for our community billboards brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas.
St. Bernard Drawdown and Benefit Dinner will take place on Saturday, February the 2nd at 6 p.m. in the Fozzie Richard Athletic Center. 450 tickets are available, and a donation of $100 per couple entitles the ticket holder to dinner and the opportunity to win more than $12,900 in cash and prizes. District 11 Candidate Forum will be taking place on Tuesday, February the 5th at the All-State Restaurant from 11:30 to 1. Lunch is available for $10. Everyone is invited to attend and hear the ideas of the candidates. Cullman High School Jazz Band presents the 17th Annual Big Band Dance, February the 8th in the Cullman Civic Center, and that's from 7 to 9, $6 per person, $10 per couple. If you have a community billboard you want to share with us, you can email it to channel2cullman@gmail.com, fax it to 256-734-7680, or be a friend on Facebook, Channel 2 Cullman. Spell out the number 2.
And to look at our weathercast for today, brought to you by Mitch Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. Here's the forecast for today. It's going to have a 20% chance of rain today with a high near 79, but tonight, do be careful with tonight. 100% chance of showers and thunderstorms with some severe and heavy rainfall with a low near 61. And tomorrow, cloudy with high winds with a 100% chance of showers with some severe temperature drops to 47 by 5 p.m. So do keep a lookout from the weather from tonight till tomorrow. It's going to be a little fickle. But keep a lookout. Check the weather radio's on. Any kind of alert system that you do have, today's the day to utilize it for sure.
Be aware, that's what we need.
Right. So, who will be our guest for tomorrow?
Dr. Howard Rogers will be here talking to us about whatever he wants to talk about.
Whatever he decides.
Right.
Who knows? Well, we want to thank you for watching us here on Today on 2.
Hope you have a great day and be safe.
I love Cullman County, and I love this part of the state. My great-great-grandfather, Mace Thomas Payne Brindley, settled this mountain in 1832, and there have been generations of farmers since then. Agriculture is the #1 industry in District 11 and the #1 industry in Cullman County, as well as the state of Alabama. It's not just what we do, it's who we are. I'm a partner in a 5th and 6th generation family farm. That's a small business. And I've also been the co-owner of another small business. I'm a medical provider. We've always had to be good stewards. We've always had to be good managers, and we've always had to do more with less. District 11 is a very unique part of the state. We have a tremendous agricultural community, and we have some marvelous cities and municipalities. I want to be that coalition builder to help create jobs, not just for the citizens of today, but for their children and for generations to come. I've been a member of the Concord Baptist Church here in the Fairview community for 36 years, where I've been a Sunday school teacher to children and youth for 35 years. Christian values are very important to me, and I will stand for Christian values that strengthen families, communities, and our state.
I know Lydia Ames very, very well. We had a son who came home as a cripple from the University of Alabama Hospital.
With Guillain-Barré syndrome.
With the Guillain-Barré syndrome. Lydia took him for a summer, a full summer. He is now walking.
Lydia is a very dedicated person to her patients, does a wonderful job. She did a fantastic job with our son, and I'm sure will be a fine, dedicated representative for our district.
My name is Katie Yearwood. I met Lydia when I was 14 years old after I blew out my knee playing basketball. She was my physical therapist, and not only did she help me recover from my injury, she inspired me to become a physical therapist. And ever since then, she has mentored me here in her clinic, and I've gotten to see firsthand her passion, her character, and her desire to help people. And she's had a huge impact on my personal, academic, and professional life. In 2014, I will be graduating from UAB with my doctorate in physical therapy, in large part thanks to Lydia's influence.
This is my mother, Addie Lovelady Evans, and she's one of those greatest generation. She served her country in the South Pacific during World War II.
I'm so thankful this morning to have Lydia as a devoted daughter and as a loyal friend. And I've had the privilege of watching her grow up to be a lovely young lady, to acquire good education, to work hard, and later on to become a wonderful wife, a mother, and grandmother. And I've been so proud of her as she worked tirelessly, devoted to her church, her community, and to governmental affairs. I was in the military during World War II, and I served in 3 countries, and I came back home, as did millions of others, knowing the feeling, the true feeling of being an American and being able to do something for your country. I tried to instill this in my children, and I know that whatever capacity Lydia might be called to serve, that it will culminate in a job well done, because that's who Lydia is.
District 11 in this part of the great state of Alabama is indeed a great place to live. As your representative, I will do everything I can do to help each and every citizen, and I will do my best to be the representative that you deserve.